Hello everybody, this is JudiciousFire. I am on iOS. I'm going to be taking a look at the Here Be Monsters series, or HBM series. I got a request to do a couple of Here Be Monsters and kind of walk us through that whole process. I built a Here Be Monsters base. Now, I did so in order to take on the first couple of stages of Here Be Monsters. What I did, and I want to be real specific as in terms of the number of walls I have and the heroes that I'm using. I'm assuming that before you start running Here Be Monsters in this game, that you've reached Town Hall 10. Number one priority is to upgrade your Town Hall. That will give you more buildings, and it will also give you walls. Town Hall 10 can be reached in 52 hours. So we're looking at a little more than 2 days of playing this game. That's really, no sooner than that should you really be taking on Here Be Monsters, unless you're a big pay player and you're somehow speeding along an account. So after about 2 days of building time on your town hall, you get 100 walls. I want to direct your attention to the Here Be Monsters base that I built in the center. I used 100 walls. Everything else, completely ignore. I've just stashed my buildings and other wall pieces away to kind of get them out of the visual here. That's really the base you're wanting to use during this early time in Here Be Monsters. I've got my 5 hero bases, 1 in the center and 2 at each end. I also have what's probably your highest health building after a few days, and that would probably be your gold vaults. So you're sticking your gold vaults in there for a little bit of extra protection, and the rest of the buildings I have stashed in the 4 corners. Okay, so I've got a army camp in the top left, as well as these mono mills and a couple of little buildings and towers. Again, pretty much top right hand corner. I'm trying to evenly distribute the buildings that I have down here into the 4 corners. I'm doing that for a number of reasons. Right around HBMJ, we start facing the hero Spirit Mage. And if Spirit Mage has too many buildings to charge himself up with, then he's going to knock your heroes out. So you try to evenly distribute in the 4 corners the buildings that you have. Please disregard all of my decorations. They serve no purpose for this Here Be Monsters series. I've just stashed them away. Don't worry about the letters. None of that matters. It's all part of my normal base setup. And again, the remaining 120 walls, I've just stuck at the north end and the south end. They're completely out of the way, and they serve no purpose in this. What I've done is, in terms of my hero selection, I've chosen 5 shard heroes. Heroes that are available to anybody just simply through the purchase of shards. You don't, the use of shards. You don't even have to roll for these heroes. I have removed their insignias. They have no insignias, no crests, no upgraded equipment of any kind. They have no pets. I have taken out any heroes inside of my towers. I've tried to reduce my attack and defensive ability as much as possible. You are going to see that my towers do inflict damage on the enemies. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't remove buildings from the screen entirely. My hero bases are of a high level, yes, but again, there's nothing that I'm able to do about that in terms of turning back the time of the game. I've just tried to be able to recreate what a new account after 2 days and 4 hours might look like. You've got 5 shard heroes, you've got 5 hero bases, you have a couple of gold vaults stashed there, and you've got this base designed using 100 walls. Before we get into it, here's a quick free-to-play tip, really for anybody. We have a hero collector going on, and you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes that you'd have to acquire. The last one being 15 jelly champs, 5 different kinds of heroes. If you want the first prize is always a hero that can be rolled using honor badges. It's a hill giant. We would then go into, this is every time we have hero collector. They always have this option. You go into your higher heroes, you choose higher with honor badges, and we're looking for a hill giant. So we're just going to roll using honor badges until we get a hill giant. And it becomes essentially free. And we'll just keep trying. And eventually he'll come. Typically comes a lot earlier than this. You have to keep in mind that one time I press record, it's taking forever. Oh, we got a blue. Can't believe it. Let's back out and go back in. hope we can finally get him. Where are we? Higher heroes. Honor badges. Looking for hill giant. There he is. Okay, we go back up to hero collector, and we got ourselves a collect. And by opening that up, how many do we get? 200 of the. Oh, it's in my mailbox. 200 of the pink. Gonna be it's a quick open. Okay, certainly far more honor badges. You could sell these books for honor badges. You can use them for experience. Certainly more honor badges than I just spent acquiring them. So there's a nice free tip for each hero collector. We typically get this twice a week. And lastly, save up your hero refresh cards. I go to the quest board. I have a task to change a talent with gems or items. It's giving me 300 gems. If I use gems, I'll simply break even. So I save up my hero or my talent refresh cards, and we'll do it on this Ronin here, and we'll change using a talent refresh card. Use one of them. Bing. Wow, we got a 5/9 scatter. And you go back to the quest board, and you see that the task has been completed, and I collect what is essentially free 300 gems. So you get 300 gems out of that, and you get one item out of every hero collector with just using some honor badges. Okay, let's start in this Here Be Monsters series. I've got myself an Amortep, top left-hand corner. He is an area of effect hero. You want to keep him out on the edge. I've got Thunder God. Thunder God will strike multiple targets at a time, keeping him out on the edge. In the center, I've got Druid. Druid for the healing capability. Druid I'm putting in the center to protect him. Out on the bottom left, I have Grizzly Reaper. Grizzly Reaper is a ranged hero. I'm going to keep him out on the outside. I also have Succubus. Succubus is a heavy hitter. I'm going to keep her down here at the edge. So Druid is really the one I'm trying to protect here in the center. Let's give it a try. Where are we going to start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's start ourselves at HBMI. Okay, I gave it a try. Some of these earlier stages, I think ideally I would have liked to have started A, but the heroes are not strong enough to smash up my buildings. I end up timing out. I am essentially blocked from doing anything up to about H or I due to the fact that my building health is too much for the attacking heroes to get through. So we'll just start at I. That's the best I'm able to do. And we'll give it a whirl. Now we're letting there's the Spirit Mage. We're letting the heroes destroy the buildings. You see Spirit Mage attacks. If Spirit Mage had 50 buildings to smash into, he would just keep throwing out these missiles at us, and eventually we'd be killed. So we evenly distribute our buildings into the 4 corners. And this base that I'm using, this setup with 100 walls, Town Hall level 10, 52 hours of build time, that'll see you all the way up through HBM J, all the way up probably to AA even. You're going to have to obviously add more walls as you go, but the base design itself is quite sound. And then we got a couple of little creeps down here. That's going to be tough. We might time out on this. They got stuck out here on the top right-hand corner, or bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, we're probably going to get a timeout. Let me restart. Let's make an adjustment. I'll stick one of my towers over here in the hopes that somebody's going to get hit. Okay, we'll give it another try. HBMI. Okay. You see Spirit Mage's proc as well as Thunder Gods. Now they're going to come charging towards us. They were able to get through the buildings. That's good. Nobody got stranded out in the corner. Now Succubus runs out there. Maybe not so bright. Really, the secret of surviving, let's say H-I-J, is really just contending with that Spirit Mage proc and being able to put your buildings out into the four corners so you don't take all those procs all at once. Give your Druid time to heal you in between battles. I also can't do anything about my Warden level. I'm not able to affect that in any way. I'm kind of stuck with that. This ends up being a white Warden team. See a Mortep doing work, taking out those copters. Okay, they cleared the buildings from the top left-hand corner, and by equally distributing the buildings, you see that they're not moving from corner to corner. After they've cleared a corner, they come right at my heroes. That's what I want to have happen. You also see that they're not smashing any walls. They're not breaking through walls. They are coming around and then through the side entrances. And this is the best build that I could do with 100 walls. Okay, we got through I. Let's give J and then K a whirl and see what happens. Now we're going to deal with a Pumpkin Duke, as well as the Spirit Mage, the Thunder God. Pumpkin Duke activates his Celebrate. That's not good for us. Hopefully it'll wear out before they start coming. Yeah, it wore out just as they approached. Very good. Now they're going to try to take out the top right-hand corner of buildings. No problem. So none of the wall pieces outside of the 100 in the center mean anything. They're simply stashed away. Their design has no impact on this Here Be Monsters series at all. I'm just putting them off to the north and south so they're out of the way. Mortep will go out there and he'll take care of that stuff. No, Thunder God did. One strike from the Thunder God, and all those copters were done. Okay, bottom left is where they're attacking. We've lost 2 of our buildings in the center, as well as some of our hero bases. We got him. Oh, that's only 4. Okay, going up to 5 now. Now they come straight rushing in. You see they're not knocking through the walls. Not getting hung up on anything. They're coming straight into the side of the base. There was J. Let's try K. Here Be Monsters is a series where base design is extremely important. If you have a piece of wall in the wrong area, it can end up compromising your entire base design, and then all of a sudden your heroes get smashed. speed it along a little bit, allow them to smash up these buildings. We might be in a little bit of trouble in the lower right hand corner, as in these heroes might not have the ability to break down my building in time before the system times out.